Allow this where we come together as women to dissect issues as it affects us with a view to lending our voices to conversations that involve women and also prefer solutions to some of these challenges that women go through in the society. In many Nigerian homes, love comes with conditions, especially for women. Picture this: a woman, a professional woman based in Lagos, has a dream job in an oil company. But after marriage, her husband insists that she has to relocate to Delta State, even if it means quitting her job. Now, the question this afternoon is, could this be love or a silent erasure of her ambition? In this episode of Girls Aloud, we shine a spotlight on the untold stories of women who had to choose between their career and their marriage. Is this fair? Is this compromise always the woman's burden to bear? And most importantly, is there a better way to do this? Well, welcome to Girls Aloud. I am Priska, and of course, it's a full house as usual.
Welcome to Girls Aloud. I am Tina Inem. You can call me Madiogo for short.
Okay. My name is Debbie Wasofu. You can call me Debbie County. Welcome to Girls Aloud.
My name is Chidimma Nkwago. I am Amma.
My name is Chidera Okonkwo. I am Chidera.
The two of them, these two voices you just heard, they're runaway soldiers. They ran away from us for a very long time. So we're reporting them to our audience because
to Girls Aloud.
Joy, I report to her. Joy girl is here. You know, Chidera and Amoma ran away. And people have been calling. Every time they call, I said, no, I'm looking for Chidera. I'm looking for Amoma. Those two ladies. It's like they're always
So we say welcome back.
So we say welcome back. Your fans, they've been asking after you guys. And we are glad that you decided to come back.
I
Welcome. With two of them.
I did my reconciliation.
Okay. Oh, yeah, no. Abibu went to do enjoyment.
No.
Oh, so I am. No, she's shining. Am I bluffing?
All right, so today on Girls Aloud, we're talking about relocate or resign when marriage demands a career sacrifice. And Debbie asked me, relocate and resign, is the same? And I explained. Now, for instance, the couple might be in the same states. Yes? Maybe, for instance, Anambra here. The couple might be in Anambra. And maybe the husband is a banker, the woman is working in the media. And the husband doesn't like the fact that she's in the media. The husband will now tell her to resign. Get it, they're still in the same place. But the woman might be in Port Harcourt, Abuja, and the husband is here in Anambra. She will have to do what? Come down to Anambra. And coming down to Anambra, she will relocate. She will still leave the job.
Yeah.
So that without asking, why do women always have to, why are they the ones to make this sacrifice? Now, guess, I think 2 weeks ago, a lady posted something on TikTok. I don't know if you guys saw it. A young lady posted something on TikTok saying, showing her mom when her mom was much younger as an actress. So she was saying something of what she was, what she could have been.
Yeah, I think I saw it.
I don't know if you guys saw it because recently now, Omoni Oboli contacted the lady and decided to feature the same mom in her new movie. So the lady was posting that picture saying what her mother would have been. And so the mother used to act, was an actress, but when she got married, she was forced to give it up. And now a woman has come out to say she's regretting her choices. Now the choice is, she said she used to work with Shell.
Okay.
She used to work with Shell in Port Harcourt. And the husband was in Delta State. And the husband was a teacher, secondary school teacher. And she was working with Shell.
Okay. From Shell.
Yes.
Oh.
Because she was saying this thing. This is real life. The woman was saying it. I think somebody brought it up. Somebody that studied. People were now referred it to this same TikTok lady's actress. So the conversation now started happening. I decided, Girls Aloud, why don't we even talk about it? So the woman was saying that she refused. Actually, that she refused. That she gave birth to her first child in Port Harcourt. She gave birth to her first kid there. She now gave birth to the second kid, but the boy now died. And that was now the straw. So they were not like blaming her, like if she was here, if she was in Delta, the boy wouldn't have died.
They would have taken
so
care of her.
So everybody. And she was saying that in that shell already, she doesn't pay for rent because, of course, you're living free. Car she's driving is a company car. And that the contract is they're going to train 4 of your kids. Every time, if you have up to 6, they will train 4 to university level. That is it. And she has been working there. Right from, she started as an intern. So she went for service, she came back. Apparently they liked her work, so they now recruited her when she finished school, when she graduated, after service. She went there to serve. They now retained her because she has been with them for right when she was an intern. So they now retained her. So, and I was asking the person, people were asking this conversation online, did you tell your husband to be that you do not plan to give up this thing you're doing? I said that they had that conversation. Yeah. And she told the man that she cannot move down to Delta.
And he agreed.
Okay. So that they even went as far as securing a job for the man. Wow. An oil servicing firm in that same Port Harcourt. But he said he cannot. And she said eventually pressure and all those things, she had to relocate. Now, they're old, their children are all grown up, but she said that sometimes if she still looks at her husband, she remembers it and she has this hate. Because recently she went, one of her colleagues then, the daughter was getting married and they reached out to even the former colleagues, everybody they knew, so they went to Lagos for the wedding. And her colleagues were saying, why are you looking like this? Is this you? Like, that she felt, that was how the conversation, that was why she now posted it online, that she felt so worthless and she started regretting if she had known.
She even get mine attend that event.
That's what people say. Somebody, they say you asked was the question somebody asked. Don't say, but where you go? That's the one who she attend. Now, but this thing this question, she
wanted to mingle
somebody
with
asked that question too.
Old friends. She wanted to mingle with old friends. So she attending the wedding. I didn't say anything bad going for that wedding.
Saying. Like she's saying, you know that this is something that would have been. You know you would have been somewhere. That you, of course, you know where you are right now, and you know you might feel a certain type of way, and you still attend. But this is why we're having this conversation. Okay. Why does marriage necessarily mean the end of someone's career? Are we talking about Etim Efyong's wife, that was a top television presenter in New York? She got married to Daniel. She decided to become a housewife. And that is the reason why every day she's now an object of caricature. People keep using her to make mockery that she's dragging man. But this is somebody that was a renowned broadcast journalist in New York before she got married. Okay. And she now married. She now decided to become housewife. So, does marriage necessarily mean the end of a woman's career?
I don't think so.
Sometimes it's our choice, or the society, or traditions that fosters.
Okay, if I'm to say something, when you were talking, you said, why must it be the women that have to be the one to choose?
Make the sacrifice.
Do the sacrifice.
And must we even make sacrifice?
No, you ask why must it be the women? And secondly, I say the reason it's the women is because men feel that it's the woman's responsibility to take care of the home. It's the woman's responsibility to take care of the children, to see that children are being well taken care of, to see that the home is being well taken care. So that is the man's responsibility to go out there, to go and look for money, then bring the money into the house. And gone are those days when you would tell a woman to be a housewife. All these stories we are seeing or we are hearing today, I believe is things that happened in the past, not the generation I'm seeing right now, not my own generation. Because I don't know of a woman that you would tell now to become a housewife and she would say yes. You understand? Okay, like me, I remember growing up then, when I was in school actually, I have a friend. I and this guy, maybe we are just friends. And when I told him that I've gotten an admission in school and I want to read mass communication, do you know what this guy said? He said, mass comm, you want them to go and be seeing you, so that everybody will be seeing you, be coming out on television, so that people will be seeing you, I will be dragging you with people. When he said that, I was like, really? like I shouldn't. He said, no, when I marry you, what I want is for you to join me in main market, to be coming out in main market. This was what happened to me. That was what he told me. That he doesn't want me to go read mass. I should choose another course, another thing that will not make people to see me. That I want to choose mass communication so that people will be seeing me. I should go. Am I not seeing teaching? That was what he told me. He said, what about teaching? I told him, no, what I want to go for is mass communication. Sure, you understand? Okay, me seeing this kind of mindset, if tomorrow, if I had ended up with him, and I'll maybe when he asks me to resign from my job, and I'll come and say, no, why will I resign? But I have seen those red flags. So one is, as a woman, you need to see it. You need to, like, when you were talking about that story, you said that the man and the woman talked it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They agreed. Because
They agreed.
These were the
I don't
questions.
think there was an agreement.
No, they agreed.
Maybe they just had a discussion, not
There
an
was
agreement.
Which one is discussion agreement?
Yes, the one.
No,
You
people
can
were
just have an
asking that
agreement with
question online.
someone.
She said they've been dating. They started dating when they were in school. Get it? So people were not asking her, is it that people did not have a conversation about your job? Because look at what you are doing. She said that she told him beware before he even proposed. When
Okay.
he was talking about marriage, that she will not. She will
Men
not.
do that a lot,
So I
actually.
was like,
They can have an agreement with you before marriage. They would accept.
I wake
because
up
they know
one
that-
because they know that if you marry
Yes,
them,
they would
you don't
accept
already
so that
enter.
you will continue with the marriage plans and
Plans.
all that. Because they feel that once you get married, you
No
won't have
going
any
back.
other choice.
Choice.
That's when they'll now show you who they really are. So I won't be surprised if they actually have.
She said that
this
because people, these were the questions people were training. She just said that they would have gotten married immediately she finished youth service. But this issue now was a problem. Because she said there is no way she's going to leave an oil company job to come and relocate when he's just a teacher. You understand? She said she won't do that, so that they will find a way to make it work. That either he relocates, gets a better job, and relocates and stays with her in Port Harcourt.
In
Get a
Port
better
Harcourt.
job there, but she's not coming down here. That was what even delayed the marriage process. Finally, he agreed.
Well,
that's
I think if a man have a discussion with you and he tends to change afterwards, it's because you as a woman most times don't stand your ground. So maybe in the relationship, if you say this is how it's supposed to be, and you know that that is your truth, and he was able to bend you into agreeing to his own terms, as an aroba for buromena. So if you continually doing that, if you continue that, definitely he would see you as somebody who is like a wind that can be blown at any direction.
Okay.
So if a man says that this thing you guys said in the, because they already know what they want.
I don't think we are responsible for their actions. So I'm more inclined to align with what Chidera said. Because they will tell you, and let's face it, we're not going to pretend like we are not in a man's world. Yeah, this is a patriarchal society.
Yeah.
At least Nigeria, the last time I checked, is still a patriarchal society.
Yeah.
And men hold the card. That is the reason why there is something like feminism. Because if you marry, you don't marry. So if you, and there are two choices. She also mentioned that divorce was on the line. At that point, it was the threat of divorce. It was her people. And she said something. She said she wished. This we are all from the comments. She said she wished she had the audacity of these Gen Zs because she knows that if it were to be now, she would have said, "Go your way."
Okay. So, I buy into what everybody have said. Okay. See, some men, they have what we call inferiority complex. Seriously, and sometimes it's not as easy as you think. They will always want you to believe that you guys already have a consensual agreement. Until when you now enter into the marriage, you now find out that what the family pressures will come in, the societal pressure and what have you not.
Okay.
Especially on the side of the children. One was a divorce, and this is on the line. They're threatening you here and there. Now you're now forced to choose between the marriage, your children and everything, and your career. So it's not something very easy to go with.
But there are people it works for. For example, now, I remember my brother then, when he got married to his wife, he told the lady was working in a bank in Lagos then. He told the lady that you have to leave that job to come join me in Third Mainland Bridge then. I can't remember the place, but he sells shoe. He said, you have to come and join me in my shop. And they are in the same Lagos. She has to leave her job to come join him in what he's doing. You understand? Then he wanted to bring maybe problem in the marriage and all that. What the lady did was to leave that job. Today, the lady owns a school opened by my brother. So the reason I say there are people it works for and there are people that it doesn't work for. He later opened a very big school for that lady. Now she's the one managing the school. She no longer goes to the shop with the man. Now she has a school that she can say, this is my school. She's the one managing it. You understand?
Chinera asked the question when we started. Before we came on air, she said, what was the man's occupation?
Okay.
You understand? So for what you're saying, is apparent that your brother had more money than the wife.
Yes.
But this one now is the woman that has more money. You see the issues.
You know,
the issues.
But at the end of the day, you're not going to judge them completely because then, like she said, if she had the
audacity of these Gen Z people, she would have done things differently. Our mothers.
Marriage was a very big thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if your marriage is at risk, you want to sacrifice anything.
You will have to.
Unlike now, most people who made that decision then, most of them regret it now.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, you might not be able to get that kind of job that you resign from. Your life will not be the same thing again. You know, so if it were me, or let's say it's now, and someone wants to, get married.
You know, my people are still making that same mistake. Not be here. We discussed the girl that the husband says she should leave a job. They were paying her 300K and come and start POS. And the guy is a teacher. I'm not here, Joy. Not be here.
Like seriously.
He was here now. Yes, now we discussed it here. So if I say pass, it's still happening. And she came online. She was asking people for advice.
Advice.
Oh, we get 2 million. Bidori the POS.
Which 2 million?
So of all jobs that the man wants the lady to start,
because the man
POS.
earns 100K, she earns 350.
And another thing is this: if you are working in a place, let's say I work with Shell, and the guy is a teacher, like the instance you gave, on a one agreement, guy, you have to relocate first before I made the marriage. You resign that your teaching job. Comes if we agree that you be the one to resign, and you accepted, you have to resign first, quit the job, relocate, then we'll plan the marriage. Because at the end of the day,
no. You won't tell a man. You won't tell a man that. You will not tell a man.
If he does not want to do it, he will never do it when we get married.
No,
You won't tell a man.
No, it doesn't work that
serious.
way. No, it doesn't work that way. Except you are not ready for the marriage.
That's what I'm saying. Because we feel it doesn't work that way. That's why he will not relocate, because it doesn't work that way. So even when we get married, he's not going to relocate.
Because it will still not work that way.
Because it will still not work that way. I'm
trying to confess your point. Ima, the thing is, what I'm trying to say is, Ima na na-ekwu about the women who have career that is working for them. What if it is a woman who is selling pure water? Imana, we are coming at this from a particular angle, from a woman who is already made. That is already made. And you still know that this is, okay, let me come from the foundation of marriage. It is expected that a woman should be submissive in all things, not in one exception. And the reason for being a wife is not really what a lot of us are looking at these days. Why am I saying it? Being a wife comes with a lot of responsibilities, and being a husband comes with a lot of responsibilities. When we keep money as the first reasons or the first CV criteria for a man or a woman to be married to each other, it becomes a problem. O nwere ụdị ọrụ nwaanyị ekwesịrị na-arụ. Yes. No. Onwe ụdị ọrụ nwaanyị ekwesịrị na-arụ. Nwee ụdị ọrụ nwoke ekwesịrị na-arụ.
Okay.
Yes. Nwee ụdị ọrụ ga-abụ ifu nwoke na nwaanyị na ema na you look at the onyanwa ka eji enwe maternity leave, because ndị anụnwa this official work, they have sense. In fact, ekwesịkwa ukwu nwoke na-ejekwu maternity leave maka ọ bụrụ ọsọ maka ọ bụ ọsọ nwaanyị na-ebu afọ ime. Now there are responsibilities that are accrued to being a wife. ọ bụrụ na a man wants the wife to come down to where he is or to relocate to where he is, there are two things that should be looked at.
Okay.
One, if you met me as a media personality and you got to love me, that means you are loving me with all my baggages. You are not loving one and leaving the other. Number one, so even in the house I go to talk. After all, parrots can talk a lot, but they can't fly high. Eagles are silent, but they can soar to the topmost of the sky. Why am I saying this? Ọ bụrụ na nwoke chọrọ ka ị gbadata ebe ọ nọ, ị malụ ma ihe ọ chọrọ ọ chọọ ka ị kwụsị ịbụ a media personality ka ọ chọọ ka ije ọsụsị ebe ị nọpụta na o mekigoro gị arrangements for where you are coming down to. If it's for relocation, o nwere ka ọ bụrụ ngwa I'm working with ABS here. O wee bụ na e nwere another media house nọ side ahụ ọnụ. Eme ya ọ dị ready ka ọ ya bụ mbịakwa mbido ebe m kwụsịrị from here. Or that he's making provisions for me that I will have my own studio. That even if I have my kids while I'm training them, I already have my studio where I can make myself what I want to be. Then, did we agree? Because o kwesikwa nwaanyị inekwa anyị fụna maka na ụmụ nwaanyị adọ anọzi n'ụlọ ọfụma mere eji azụtọsị ụmụazị these days. We've had stories of where maids. Wait. Because in our maids are now abusing the children that are handed over them. Oh, when they are that the maid molested him. The maid molested her. Why? Because the parents were not around. And to be honest with you, even if we debate it from today till tomorrow, no matter how bent he is to take care of his kids, that is why even people who are the fathers taking care of their kids, sometimes and because the attention of our women these days, I am not against it because I'm a career woman. But the attention of most of us these days is just to show the man that we can provide as much as he can, that we can do what he thinks he can because we are in career. Now, see these gods we think that Gen Z has. In as much as there is a very part of it the positive, but to be honest with you, some of their gods are very embarrassing. You can see a child stand because normally respecting the elders because they were elder no. Ihe ọ na-afụ n'ụlọ wụ ụmụazị ibie na-eme ya intimidate. Ọ nọ n'ụzọ agadi nwoke ma agadi nwaanyị agụ ya okwu ọkpara generation ya. That is because our mothers are no longer at home. There is a name called a mother. A wife is a wife for a reason. A girlfriend is a girlfriend for a reason. So, everything now work in marriage, now work in relationship.
Okay, of course, we need that. In other words,
if you want to remain, marriage is actually an institution. Just like if you are going to university, and we go lay down principles that you must follow to graduate. So if you want to remain married,
you have to relocate.
If you want to remain married, marriage is a bed of sacrifice. It's not just the woman that will be sacrificing.
Of course.
Enwere ihe nwoke kwesịkwa sacrifice maka onwe ha na-ewepụ na anụ were eri anụ. Mana ọ bụrụkwa na ọ bụ na ọkarịa gị, ya eme ka ya bụ ofe onugbu a na-esi ka onu ka ogiri dị na ya ghara ịtụ nri. Drop the career and be a wife.
So
well said.
You're trying to say the woman should resign or relocate.
From the onset, you know there may this kind of person.
I
don't want to worry around. I already made my point.
My own is this.
Yes, I already made my point.
Let me start from where I stopped because at the time. So what I'm trying to say is this: if a man, like I said, nobuna marriage make nke one if you want to now women this women that all the whole thing that she's saying. If the man persists that you have to resign, when you were talking you started with no make you go provisions of where you are going to stay or another job. No, not POS. You understand? There is no way I will go to the university, spend 4 years, spend 4 years, everything.
Clarification, not that there is anything wrong with POS.
No,
but let's be realistic.
So
Somebody
that
has a
high
master's
horse.
degree.
If you want
and somebody is working in a company that paying the person 400k, you're telling the person to resign and stay by the road and be doing common.
I will open up POS like that one. Been about one time. One state in that full POS. Man, if this POS or this kind of lady standard,
like bank.
When I was walking through that place, I was like, oh POS.
I'm asking you roadside. Talk roadside.
If you want to open that POS for that person, mail this standard. You understand?
This is what I talk to.
When you come out,
under umbrella.
You don't have any job. Maybe the woman, like you said, the woman is receiving 400k. You as a man, you're receiving 100k. And at the end of the month, you will tell me that I am, if I see them resign now from the job, when I resign, when I start staying at home, you will tell me that I am good for nothing woman, that I don't contribute to the family. I don't do this to the family. But you've already asked me to resign from the job, which I help in supporting the family. Sure, you understand?
Okay,
so if you as a man, you have a wife, there are some men now, some men not like before. There are some men now, when you find them again, we can earn more money than the men. Do you know what they do? They will relocate to the maybe even if it's going there monthly, the man will relocate to go stay with the wife. Sure, you understand? What are you for? But what a big deal dinner. Once the woman is the one, go on and they receive like 100 or 50k, I mean nothing. But since the wife is the one receiving higher money than you as a man, why not relocate? Go there, meet your wife.
If you be working, why will landlady?
I will say that a woman should be submissive to the man. But there's another instruction that was given to the man.
A man should love the wife.
The wife.
Yes.
I know that love comes with different things, including sacrifice. So it is not also bad for the man to, out of love, out of what we see is the fact, this woman is earning more than you. It's common sense to say, okay, this money will be used for more.
So the problem is the earning.
I'm considering
the earning of the money is the problem.
Yes, now it's not
okay, just
before we started, I was telling you of a cousin of mine that the wife is in Ibadan. This guy is in Onitsha here, but the wife receives more. What this man does is maybe like he stays like, will I say 3 times or 4 times year, maybe yearly. But every time you see him in Ibadan, he will be there with the kids. He will be the one taking care of the kids.
Okay, but the house husband.
If he wants to be house husband, no problem. Since the woman is the one aiming. Since there is no insult, if he wants to become the house husband, because see wahala. You understand? I'm telling you the truth. As a woman, you want to be the one to take charge. No problem. Take charge. Let the man relax. Take care of the house. Let the woman. To go out there, do whatever they want to do.
But do you know that the funny thing?
People are saying, people are sending messages saying, I know you put out open phone lines on the morning, but please, we are pleading. This topic is very, very important. It's time we start having these serious conversations. People have been calling, sending me messages. So we're going to do the honors and we're going to open up the phone lines. Today, hey, is heated. Hey, it's gonna be late. I'm gonna wait till him bad boy. All right, okay. So to join the conversation, I can't anybody on no here. I may pay phone line. I plan to pay, but we're going to do that. I may call anybody on. This is our
Resign.
If you call anybody on, we'll cut you off. Okay, all right. So the phone lines to call this afternoon to join the conversation. I can relocate or resign when marriage demands career sacrifice, especially so was here 0808 487 2166 0808 487 2166
or 0706 538 1320.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Dima. Yeah, my name is Enzo. I'm calling from Mocha.
Okay, Enzo, you're welcome.
As a man, I'm advising every woman out there, never in your life make the mistake of sacrificing your potentials on the altar of something as mundane as marriage. That is the worst thing that can happen to any woman. I can tell you, if you sacrifice your potentials on the altar of marriage, you will forever be living at the mercy of your husband, especially Nigerian men.
Yes.
If they don't deceive you, Nigerian men want to know. If they give you one, you worship them before they give him every little thing. They will remind you, we are bride price, blah 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 blah. Don't ever. If he's going to relocate, let the man resign his job.
Thank you.
Yes, a man can also be submissive. Submissiveness is not the sole responsibility of the woman. And I don't like it when women say,
I love you.
The society says, Bible said to be submissive. Where is it written in the Constitution that women should be submissive? Where? If you take the simplest definition of submission, it means you have a higher authority. You are a slave responding to your organ at the top. That means you guys are, any woman who is submissive, check the marriage. They're having a master-slave relationship. A submissive woman is an opinionless woman. And that woman will bore you to an early grave. As a woman, under no circumstance should you sacrifice your potential. 4 years, you may master, you may PhD, you may KM, they come and resign. You come and sacrifice that potential. It's around
marriage
because you want to please the man and society. And don't listen to the society. The moment you open your mouth and utter those words, happiness ceases to be your friend.
Thank
marriage
you very
is
much.
Partnership. But most Nigerian men see marriage as the head of the house. Who told you are the head of the house? Who told you, why is it reaching a conclusion that you are the head of the house? Only Bidore Aukana Umoke with the head of that. I need that person to come out and tell me why he came up with the idea that the man is the head of the house. Why is it written that the man is the head of the house? Because you have a penis. That similar makes you the head of the house.
Thank you so much. Thank you
you.
so much.
So this is for him.
Hello.
That's not Enzo.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's the name and your location?
My name is Anambra. I'm calling from Anambra.
Okay, thank you so
Madam,
much.
you're
Welcome. Go ahead.
Okay, my contribution on this topic, I want a mother know why. I want to know your wife I get money. I want to show I can make money. Then I will look at the way it is.
Thank you.
I want to show I can get money. But once I'm not getting money, now I look at it. No, even if I'm not, I gotta get money. I was a woman. The hand had our business in an Atana Murupalian. If not, that the person not can Murupala your own. For me, this is no one. Monobron, mother, house husband, the alcohol.
Okay.
I will locate the one that I never come money.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much.
You
see, it's ironical that men are actually calling it.
I told you that men
so
of this
if
days,
it turns
the
out the
mindset
world
that
is
it's been
changing.
changed. Yes.
So if you want to still be stuck with chains,
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm Uche calling from home.
Okay,
Uche,
Uche,
no.
you're welcome.
Okay, I want to make my own little contribution.
Okay,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Yeah, marriage is not is an institution ordained by God Himself. When you want to address issue of marriage, you don't go to Constitution, you go to Bible. Yes. So man remains the head of the family. But being the head of the family does not make you a stupid head
Okay.
that will abuse your wife's career.
Yeah.
So you should be considerate when a matter like that arises by allowing your wife to go on with her career.
Thank you so much.
And you, on the other side, are trusting to the best system that will suit the entire family. But you remain the head of the family. Nothing changes the man from being the head and the soul of the family. It is biblical. Nobody changes it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I love the fact that this thing is coming from
men.
the men.
I also
You understand?
like the fact that you're adding that nothing changes the man from being the head of the family. Even if the woman is earning more, It
That
doesn't
is
change the
it.
fact.
You know, there is more to this than it meets the eye.
Okay.
In as much as I am not trying to say that anybody should cut anybody's career. But what I'm trying to make clear here is, since it is earning that is the problem, woman earning more than the man, if you check very well, when a woman knows that she becomes a particular kind of bone to a man,
Women have always
the
been
man,
a particular kind of
no,
bone to the man.
financially,
Whether financially or not.
ịma na o nwere ka esi
A woman
wee
has always
waya
been a particular
nwaanyị
kind of bone to
e
a man.
nwere ka
Yes.
esi waya nwaanyị chọpụta that you are her fallback plan, she will deal with you. I'm not trying to say some or most now because I am not trying to make anybody believe me. Mana nwaanyị chọpụta, in fact, as a man you are relocating, ma akwa na ị na-aga ebe a na ị nwere agenda to become a man on your two legs.
Yes, if forever
course, now will you go there and
If
just
it
fold your
is
hands?
for you to
If
go
you
there,
enjoy yours, ọ bụrụ
na
fold
nwunye
your
gị
hands.
chọtara gị ọrụ meelu gị nke a, ka m gwakwa gị nke bụ eziokwu, nwaanyị nye gị nri 2-3 months, ị bụ ọzịkwa nwoke.
Nwunye gị
Don't
chọta
say
gị
that.
You are not even better than an infidel.
There are men. Don't say that. Let me tell you, there are men out there.
There be somebody
that
say, okay, go on.
that their wives, they take care of them. You will not hear pim. You won't even know before they do anything. Even that money self to give you that money as a sister. The wife get that money. Let the husband see the husband give it to your sister. Let me tell you, don't say now things are changing. Forget now.
Let it change for the
things
better.
are changing. Let me tell you.
Let
the
it
truth.
change for the
There are
better.
some women that are taking care of their homes now that you will not hear pim. Yes, not the man.
Will
Because
you
you
hear
see
pim?
some women,
Will
you
you
be the one taking care of the home. The man will still have the guts to go and cheat. To go and do all manner of things. Sure you understand? Okay, what do you know? Sure you understand?
There's something
So
women do. I'm sorry. There's something women do.
Don't be sorry. They do ourselves sometimes. But it's true now. We they do
No, she's
ourselves.
sorry for cutting me
Women
short.
protect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Women protect their marriage a lot.
Yeah.
And
Joy.
they don't want you to insult their husband.
That is it.
So even when they are doing
Even if
something,
not
And
food,
you
they
know,
marry.
Go on.
okay,
No, it's not you. It's the person beside you.
Okay.
That I'm wondering. She's not part of this
so
conversation.
even if when
one
they are doing
not gonna
something
marry.
that people expect the man to do,
Yeah.
they won't want people to know.
Of course.
Because when you know that, you won't give their husband that respect. Oh yeah, no matter what, even when a woman is going through a lot, she hardly says it outside because she's protecting her marriage.
That is
Ọ
it.
bụrụkwa for Gen Z wives so.
Forget matter of Gen Z. Gen Z can
Ndị furu na-eme ya.
protect your husband no matter what.
Not be Gen Z.
No
It's a
matter what.
woman's in pride.
Yes, now,
We
it's
have
not-
pride.
The funny thing is that there used to be mumu
They don't even deal with the man.
See.
They'll deal with the man in private. Not
That
in
is
public.
it.
the Gen Z's used to mumu. See, I am on Celestia.
Joy, you are part of this conversation, but for some reason you've been. Where are
She's
you?
supporting relocation.
Are you?
So she doesn't know what to say.
I support the area of the lady relocated.
Okay.
What did you know? Why? Okay.
If the man has something tangible doing, but if the man does not have something
That's what
tangible,
everybody's
the
saying.
man can move over to wherever the wife is, even if it calls for the lady to look for another apartment different from the area that she was living when she was still single. The person have to do that, but because marriage is not only about the pursuing career and the money issue of
Ịṅụ pure water.
it's very important.
See, money is, let me tell you, there's something, sorry, there's something I used to tell myself, forget this thing, I love you. You see a man in Nigeria £1, and I say, I love you. In 1 year, that love will fly from window come out. I'm telling you that is saying that
No be
marriage,
love, you love
money, let me tell you,
No be
money,
love, you love her.
love is money.
Love no dey fly
It
away.
has to involve money.
Love no dey
Because
fly
you
away.
as a wife, you're telling your husband you want to.
Love no dey fly.
You example, you want ice cream, the man is telling you, I don't have money. Every day I don't have money for ice cream. My dear, one day we share Katanisi, we see all men.
Let me ask you what you guys have said.
Forget love. Okay, for love. Love that there is no money, that one is not love.
What now happened to companionship? Which is the
by then you go companion, you go
marriage. They are talking about conditional love here.
You go companion.
Oh, conditional love, man, I don't know conditional or they
yes. So let me ask you what you guys have said so far. I agree with what everybody have said. But when it comes to the financial aspect of it, we should also know that money is very important.
Very important in marriage.
We have actually had interaction with people that are married over the years. They will tell you that somebody even confided in me that she did not use her clear eyes when she entered this marriage. She thought it's all about love. But it transcends beyond that. When there is no finance in that marriage, you find that everything will start breaking.
Marriage class.
So please,
no matter how humble that man is,
you don't get
men
that
should
one.
learn to be
I'm sorry,
supportive of their wife's
unless
career.
we man could this one. But there's something money does.
Yes.
Money will help you to solve problems. You're not
of
loving
course.
the money.
Enter,
You're loving the person. But when
the problems come, the money will help you.
When money enter, the love becomes sweeter.
Yes,
but when you don't have money to solve basic problems,
problems.
It's not as if you're going to have all the money in the world, though.
The
The little problems that come, at least you have the little money to at least solve the little problems.
Basic things.
Like to try and and chiji by sidim nan chi by no you use 30,000 or some okay bye. No, now why at least you, for example, I'm just giving you an instance. At least somebody you go as I am working, at least somebody you go the me take 15,000 naira. Some babe, this is what I have. We'll just manage it. You understand? Oh, you name that joy. Not maybe when I tell you, you see, okay, see me one this month, next month, next upper month, every day you tell me you don't have money to give me to go and make
money. Contentment. Ima ne we kwa wife so now you want contentment. Had jog 30,000 and you had 29,500 in your I because
Hello.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
This one and Marachi and the rest in the studio.
Good afternoon.
My name is Chiu. I'm calling from Ebenezer.
Okay.
I listened to your program. You know, marriage is the highest institution instituted by God on earth.
Yes.
And we must give respect to it.
Exactly.
We know that marriage is very, very good. Bible says
very
that
sweet, though.
because man lives with the parents and goes to his wife, they become one body. So a man and a wife, as a couple, they have become one body. They are no longer two. But what I want to say is that when a man sees that there is a need for his wife to relocate to where he is residing, as long as they are now one body, whether the woman is earning more salaries or more income than the man, the woman should consider the needful of that relocation. She should not think because she's earning more money than her husband that will make her not to relocate. And then again, somebody who is saying that let somebody who knows that man is the head of the family, let that person tell him or show him where it is written. It is written in the Bible. Unless the person is an atheist, that's the only one that can doubt the supremacy of a man in a family. There can never be an equality between a masculine and a feminine gender.
Okay.
But we are not using, a man should not use it as an edge over his wife. When it's something that should be considered. If the woman should be considered, if the woman is earning a better salary, and the man knows that it is good to even relocate to where his wife is working, the man can do that.
Okay,
but the woman should not use it as an ego to refuse to go to where his husband. Maybe the man knows the reason why he said that his wife will come to where he's residing.
Okay.
That's my own point.
Dalo, thank you so much. Dalo Rene.
I want to ask a question.
Okay.
Even if the woman is earning more, there might be other reasons. I'm asking this genuinely.
Okay.
Apart from that, if the woman is earning more, what other reason could make her relocate, even when she's earning
environmental reasons. For instance, there are some places that some men will not want their children to be brought up. You get? Maybe sometimes some men, like the one I know of, say that he wouldn't want his children to grow up in the East because East is corrupt. Sometimes because of security reasons as well. So that he will basically, the wife is working in Abuja, and the wife is in Abuja, he is down in the East. So what the man does is, he now find time to schedule his own time when he's less busy or during his own time, free time. He normally goes there to go and visit the children. Okay. So I feel that what this man said, he has a very good point.
But the man did not relocate. He did not resign.
He did not resign from his job. So they have limited time to meet up.
My question is, if either the man or woman is earning higher, apart from the fact that you can't relocate because you're earning higher, what other reason could
That's what I said.
There's
I just gave you an example now.
But the man did not resign.
The man did not resign.
The man did not resign. Even if the man should resign.
Man only relocate.
No,
semi relocation.
Okay.
Am I gonna? Semi.
No time.
Okay.
Thank you. Abagi say poor.
Yeah.
But I'm maka where a lot of things to say. The conclusion is that marriage requires sacrifice on the part of the two. And a situation where one person is forced to constantly sacrifice will lead to resentment. Of course. And I know you don't want that. So
head of the family.
It doesn't work that way. It's partnership. It requires equal commitment. And officially we're also rounding up midday bleeds. I will be handing you over to Pascal and Lucia for afterboards. And I want to thank Debbie